So I'll just wait to hear what just like yes, the book club started now. I used to live it up. I'm getting it ready. Hi, can you hear me? If you can't hear me, you can just type in chat. If you can't hear me, chat in chat. That's good. Thank you. Okay, so it's starting like by 6:15. Start by 6:15. I just want something that you the person is doing area very like that. Shouldn't take much time. I wish I could hear a couple of persons speak
Good evening.
Finally. Hello, Kaya. Can you hear me?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, how are you doing? Hope you're good.
I'm doing well, ma'am.
Okay, so just before we start, I would like to hear, like your expectation from this session, and what you would like to, why
I like to get
you are here, why you expect from this particular session.
to know how to make me a better teenager, and the aspect of IT and all the things people have done in being a teenager.
That's amazing. So you are a teenager. How old are you?
7. I'm 16.
Are you 7 or you're 6?
It's 7. It's 7 years old.
Okay, 7.
Yes, ma'am. Hello.
Hi.
Okay.
Hello, ma.
Yeah, I can hear you. So is your name Rukayat?
No, my name is Farhan. No, Farhat. That's my mommy's name.
Okay. 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 So you know what? So we are having a section tomorrow. You know what? We're having a session tomorrow specifically for teenagers. So we
Okay,
get to
ma.
talk to you basically as a teenager. But this one is supposed to meant to be for your mom.
Okay, this one
Do
is
you
meant
get?
to be for my mom. Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. So is your mom there?
Yes, ma'am. It's for parents.
Okay.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. Good evening. So
Hello. Good
firstly, I
evening,
want to
ma'am.
say thank you for joining. Yeah, I can hear you. So firstly, I want to
Okay.
say thank you for joining the session today. This
Thank you. You
particular
are
session
welcome.
is particularly meant for parents. This
Okay.
one is
Okay.
meant
I
for
thought this one.
parents. Tomorrow
Okay.
we
I
are
thought
going to
this
be
one is
having a
for.
session for teenagers.
Okay. I thought this one is
Yeah.
for
So this one is
teenage
yeah.
for parents. Tomorrow is for. Okay. Now I understand. Okay.
Yes, exactly. So you definitely have to be here for today. Then tomorrow
Okay.
he can join the session and he
Okay.
gets to like
Okay. I thought it's both of us will be there today. I don't know that it's today that is the teen parent. Tomorrow is for the teenager. Hello.
So I think the network pushed me out or punched me out. So I think I will just go ahead. Let me see this thing. Let me continue sharing my screen. Then just for the head. You're all against time. Okay. So can everyone see my screen? You could just give me a thumbs up if you can see my screen. Amazing. Okay, so firstly, my name is Akodo Lovett, and um, okay, thank you. Thank you so much for that response. So my name is Akodo Lovett, and today I'll be posting and talking about how parents can, turn screen time into skill time for their teenagers. Um, so a little bit about why I started Teen Techies Academy before I go ahead. So one, as I've grown up like this, as an adult that I am, one thing I wished I had as a teenager was I wished I had the opportunity to learn tech. I am currently a product designer, and um, I am the mentor and founder at Teen Techies Academy, and I really wish that at age, at age 14 or 13, that I had been able to learn a couple of stuffs about, about tech. Why? Because this would have given me different options, and um, this have allowed me to, explore a bunch of stuff, and it's and then helped me, to become way way better and well rounded, and also helped me to earn money a little bit earlier that I am earning now. So I think what we don't know as parents right now is we are still following the playbook of the millennials, the playbook of the previous parents, whereas the next era is going to be tech inclined. It's not going to be white collar jobs. I mean, there will be white collar jobs, but it's going to be more tech inclined. People would be working from home, and they'll be earning decent amounts of money. And imagine if your teenager are not learning about this, which means you're really setting them up for failure. And which is the major reason why I founded Teen Techies Academy, to make sure that teenagers get these opportunities early on time. Imagine as a teenager, okay, I'll get to talk more about the opportunities that await teenagers that are able to, like, grab this kind of opportunities earlier on, courtesy to their parents, basically. Okay, so moving on to the next eh, this.
It seems Lovett is having a network issue, so we will do well to wait for her to come back, please. So, good evening, everyone. Waiting for our speaker, I would like us to share our experience. If you are, as a parent, would you want your teen to learn tech early or when they are old enough to decide for themselves? So, Ayomide and Rukayat, can we please have your opinion on that question?
Hello.
I can hear you, ma'am.
Okay, good evening. I would like I would like my children to learn it when they are younger. Yes, I would like them to learn it now when they are young than get to
Yeah.
teenagers. Okay.
Okay.
Okay,
Thank you very
Jerry.
much for your idea. So
Welcome.
personally, I'm the graphic design team lead for Teen Techies Academy, part of the team.
Okay.
I am not up to 25 yet. I've learned graphic design from my team around age 18, and I've been enjoying it so far, up to 4 years now. So in my own opinion, it is better for you to open them to a new variety of hobby, because it is something that will just not only optimize their time, but also maximize their efficiency, and also give them opportunities to move forward in everything they do. So, as a graphic designer, in my opinion, I just clocked 20, not quite long, and I've worked for two companies aside Teen Techies Academy, and which has helped me so far because there are some people I met, and the opportunities are very, very nice. So, I would love us to quickly share. I'm going to drop the link for the meeting so that we can quickly share to some of our friends or other people so that they can join the meeting. So I'm going to be sending the message, the meeting link, so that we can send to others while we are waiting for our speaker. So, Sir Ayomide, good evening, sir. Welcome back, Lovey.
I struggled. Yeah, network struggled. Yeah, I'm back. I'm glad to be back. So let me continue sharing my screen. I'm so sorry for um. I'll just get started from where continue from where I stopped. I think Madam Okaya, she just left.
Not quite long. I think his network is.
Okay, should I wait for her? Also, have you been able to share on the group? No, not this. Share the LinkedIn live instead.
Mm, I could not share on the group because it was locked for admin alone.
Oh, I am not an admin. Okay, so let me give you the access now.
Okay, I sent you the link as well. Too.
Yeah. At Nomad link. Is it the same thing?
You see?
Okay. Don't worry.
All right.
Don't worry. Don't worry. Let me sort this out. Welcome back, Madam Rukayat. So we'll just start now. So you now have admin. So you could just send it on the group to me.
All right, I'll do that.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm back. I'm sorry for that. For whatever network. So moving on. So we have here that teenagers, they are not just addicted to their phones, they're actually addicted on what's on their phone. So so that's to say that being on the phone, being on the screens are not even the problem. The problem is lack of direction. You get, they're on their phone, they're addicted to what's on the phone, which is TikTok, Instagram. Even me myself, sometimes I get distracted, scrolling up on these apps, basically. So somehow we as and it's not their fault. This is basically it. So basically it's not their phone, it's what's on their phone they are addicted. And that is to say that lack of direction is where the issue is, basically. So what can we do about this? This takes us to our next slide. Um, which takes us to here. And that's the opportunity that parents don't even see yet. So your teen spends 3 to 6 hours daily on their phone. But what if we decide to like direct even 1 hour of that time into learning a particular skill? For example, like UI UX design, web and app design, which is amazing. By the way, I'm still going to talk about this. Or if they decide to spend 1 hour learning about coding and 1 hour learning about data analytics and robotics. And one thing um, that teenagers, in fact, that parents don't know, or maybe they know basically, is that teenagers at that age, we are very curious. They are very curious. So if they start learning UI UX design out of, let's just learn it. Maybe that's what our parents said we should do. Instead of spending time on TikTok, on Instagram, let me use 1 hour a day to learn UI UX design, or to learn this course. They get very curious. And before you know, they become obsessed with it, especially if it's something they truly enjoy, and which is something that happens most of the time. So imagine your teenager spends 1 hour daily, learning UI UX design, which is like the minimum. It could be 30 minutes too, but let's assume they spend 1 hour daily, which means in a week they get to spend like 7 hours. This now it means that suddenly we've been able to convert this particular screen time, which was a problem, then into a skill time, which then becomes a lifelong asset in the long time. Imagine your teenagers at the age of 16 years old being able to like afford things on their own, like being able to earn money. See, I'm not even going to be talking about, content creation or, going viral on social media. That one is there. But having a particular skill that enables them to work from home and earn a decent amount, this is the opportunity parents are not saying, and which is why we are actually having this webinar. And let's move on to the next slide. So now, what's the next slide here says, here is why this is matter. Why exactly tomorrow? One of which is because the world has changed. I said this earlier on, that teenagers are building apps and websites. And this is not even new. It's just that we are not even aware of this. Like some parents are not aware of this. Things have changed. The smart parents are already engaging their teenagers into tech skills, robotics, coding, designs, illustrations. They're already, engaging their teenagers into that. But some parents are not even aware that that is even possible and they can do that. So again, another reason why parents should, take advantage of this now and not tomorrow is because teens are also earning in foreign currencies legitimately. Now, this is not a thing of Yahoo or Yahoo Plus. This is legitimate way, like coming from me who is earning from tech. So it's different if I am not an experience. This is coming from me. And by the way, I'm going to show you an example of teenagers that are literally doing, the same thing like that. The third one is because teens are getting early exposure in life. Okay. So the recording will be available. I'll just share that with you. Drop your number or so. Can you drop your number? So Simi will take note of them and reach out to you, basically. So you could join our community. Osimi, you just drop the group link here so she could join before she goes for her prayer. Can you do that?
All right, I'll do that.
Okay, amazing. Okay, so the next is because tech is literally the new literacy, basically. So it's the new way of life. Firstly, now we are just seeing tech as tech. In the next 10 years, it's going to, become part of everything that we do. It's not just going to be, all about, it's not just going to be the basic thing we all know. It's going to be a major, a major part of what we do or and who we are. So it's very important that teenagers start getting exposed to these opportunities right now, because honestly, it gives them a head start in life eventually. Now on to the next slide. Okay, so remember I told you something about sharing people that are doing great stuff. Like, let's assume you don't even want to say, okay, me, I'm not a teenager yet. Like, there are amazing things right now doing great stuff in tech. An example of that is Helen Okereke here. And this, I'm not even bringing someone that is even popular. It's not because there are popular people, but I don't want it to be like, okay, maybe because they are popular. No. Here is Helen Okereke's journey. She began in March 2020. We are currently in March. We are currently in 2025. But this girl began in March 2020. And then what made her even start this journey was because she was simply fascinated by technology. Simi, please, can you share the link with her? So what made her start this journey? Also, I will provide the recording so you could have it as well. Simi will personally send that to you. So you don't have to worry, you could always follow up later on. Okay, so going back. So you're welcome. So example of this is Helen Okureke's journey. So she began hers in March 2020. And what made her start? Firstly, it wasn't even her parents, basically. So it was basically because she was fascinated by technology and computers while she was in school. And many of us can acknowledge that in school, the basic thing they teach us in school, it's just parts of computers, like mouse, CPU, the software, hardware. Don't that's not tech. That's just I forgot what it's called in school then. Maybe computer science or computer studies. I think it's computer studies secondary school. But she was fascinated by that, and that made her to dabble more into it. And this was encouraged to by her parents. Now imagine that her parents did not support her through this. How would she have been able to start doing great work with this? So which is where parents you come in, because you are a major support in your teenager's life. And it's while you're investing in their education, it's also very important to you invest in giving them a head start in life, which is investing in making sure that they are becoming technologically inclined and they have these skills, not just later in life when they are like 26, but right now, when when they are still young and curious, and and have the time to dabble into a lot of things. But baby, welcome. I can see you. Say hi. Thank you for joining. Okay, so that's one of the teenagers, the tech teen story that are actually doing amazing stuff. And I really wish that your own teen could be part of it. It could be part of the story that we'll be sharing. Let's say in the next year. I mean, because I believe it's solely possible. Next year, they could become a product designer. They could become a software engineer like Helen right here. And this is just one of many other ones, right? So let's go into next. Okay, so it's one thing to know that tech is actually very good, but it's also another thing to understand how early tech emphasis of early tech exposures transform your teenager. It's very important. Like it's I can't emphasize the importance of this enough. But here are like four major ways I believe that early tech exposure would definitely transform your teen. And number one will be build confidence and curiosity. Your teenagers are curious, like teenagers are curious. I think by nature, or maybe I don't know, but we are typically curious. In fact, I think Gen Z are typically curious. So this learning, getting exposed to tech early enough would help them build their confidence because this time around they get to, explore and experiment with new technologies. So it's not a thing of survivor. Now it's a thing of, exploring what works for them. And funny enough is why they are doing all of this, eventually, later days, later, let's say next 2 years, next 3 years, when they are able to like gather all the knowledge together, they realize that all of these are actually compounded to become something solid that they can actually use, and literally earn from. Another way that this transform your teenagers is it's literally boost creativity and their focus. So this helps them develop problem solving skills and concentration. That's if it is something they're interested in basically. For example, if your teenagers are learning things like product design, which involves user research, which involves designing websites and apps. Now we are not just designing website for the fun of it, but we are designing websites to to solve a particular problem. That's where we are imbibing in them the skill of problem solving. They get to career research, they get to understand what pain points, user pain point is, and they get to build solutions to it. These are ways we can give them these skills of problem solve, which funny enough is in applying for job, it's something that most roles also require. Do you have problem solving skills, or do you just want to start making excuses out of nowhere? Do you get so which goes to show that this is also very important. This is a soft skill that could actually build alongside. So aside learning the skill itself as a hard skill, they could as well learn the problem solving skill. Same thing applies with robotics, same thing applies with coding as well. The third way this transforms teenagers is it opens global opportunity. This is the best of them all. This is the best of them all. So your teenager gets to understand that there's a whole lot aside what we see, in just on TikTok, aside the old dancing and twerking on TikTok. There's a whole lot of opportunity that they can actually access. And the beautiful thing is that they get to access these opportunities early on time. They get to access this opportunity early on time. And that is something that tech gives your children the ability to. Then the last, which I also believe is not actually the last, there are a bunch of other things, other ways that early tech exposure transforms your teenagers, and that's the fact that it sparks independence and self-belief. So it helps them build. Let me admit. So it helps them build. Tosi, you're welcome. Hope you're good. Okay. It helps them build self-reliance and confidence in their abilities. So getting started in tech, it's a big journey, and it teaches your teenagers a lot of needed skills along the line, which involves being independent, which involves being self-reliant. Yes, they will learn from a mentor. The mentor is actually meant to guide them, that if they have one, which is the idea why we created Teen Techies Academy, basically. But more importantly is they get to figure out a lot of things on their own, trust in themselves. Why? Because this is not a thing of survival, remember. Now, I learned tech, let's say, when I was like 20. For me, it was a thing of survival. I needed to I needed to, learn this thing so I'll be able to, you know, um earn money for myself. So I needed to do that as a way of survival. But for them, it is not a way of survival. They are learning it in order to like expand, their options in life, in order for them to have a head start. They could start product design today. In next 3 months, they could probably dabble into software development. But along the line, they are learning a whole bunch of skills along the line, which is very, 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 very important in the long run, especially when they are getting jobs, or when if they decide to even own their own businesses or start their own company, or see a major pain point and decide to like solve that particular pain point. You get, so it just helps them builds them all around. So if your teenager starts tech in this way, give them like 6 months in that tech and they are consistent.
It seems she has lost her connection once again. Tosin, good evening.
Good evening, see me.
So we'll have to wait a little bit for Love It. It seems she has a bad connection over there.
Hello, Simi, can you hear me? Simi, can you hear me?
Hear you.
Okay, amazing. So I feel people have left, but let me just round up basically.
Okay.
I'll send,
The record.
yeah, I'll just share the record. So it's been network, and I had a difficult time joining back in.
Oh,
I had a very difficult time joining back in. So I think, anyway, this is the
I tried
lesson. So
to.
I'll make sure that for tomorrow's one, it doesn't happen that way anymore, especially since it's
Yeah.
a teenager. And we will need it to be very interactive. And also,
Yeah.
don't worry, we'll probably have a meeting after this, but let me round up this section so we can share.
Okay.
So I think where I was in was about common myths and common myths and parents' belief. So we have my child is too young. I am not techie, so I can't help them. They should focus only on school. So basically, you don't parents do not have to be tech savvy or just to expose them early. The exposure enough is enough real gift. Just the way you ensure that they go to school every day. The parents can also keep them accountable to make sure that they dedicate 1 hour a day to learning these tech skills basically to ensure that they learn these tech skills 1 hour every day before they probably go on TikTok or anything, and it has to be on their laptop. Hello, Mr. Rukaya Laura. It's great to see that you are back here again.
you. Thank you. I'm back.
How was your prayer?
Fine. It was fine. It was fine. Yeah,
Okay,
Allah step all. Yeah.
great. So I don't know. I'm finding it difficult to share my screen, but let me see if I can do that since you are here. Network had to push me out. Just give me a minute. I think I should be able to use this.
All right. Thank you. All right. Thank you.
Also, you
So,
also get the recording, so that should not also be an issue.
okay. And the link, I need your contact, please. Let's start
Okay.
the program. Okay, we can talk better, please.
Oh yeah, sure. Simi, can you share the link, please?
Okay, let me share the link.
Yes, thank you. I think the WhatsApp group link.
I've sent it already.
Madam Krai, have you seen it?
Hello, I've seen it. Is that the link to the WhatsApp group?
Yes.
Okay, I've seen it. I've seen it. I'll do it.
Okay, so when you join in, please
Okay.
Simi. Okay, I don't know. I think it's Simi. Simi will send you the link for the teenager session tomorrow. Kindly like help register your teenager tomorrow so he would not miss it.
Okay. I registered already.
For the teenager, right? Not this
Yes,
one. No.
yes, I registered both today and
Oh,
tomorrow. I
amazing.
registered.
Amazing. That's beautiful. That was so intentional of you. That I can't really wait to have conversations because
Yes.
tomorrow is going to be amazing. So yeah. So I'm still trying to share my screen because what I'm going to be sharing is very important.
Okay. Okay.
So just give me like 5 minutes. It should be live. Hello, Amy. So sorry for the network glitch.
Hello.
Thanks
Oh,
for back.
hello. I love it. What do you say?
Yep. I say apologies for the network glitch.
No, it's fine. No. We are 4 people on here now.
That's
Oh, okay. No problem. It's fine. I totally understand.
okay. So
Yeah,
I'm
and
trying
I'm
to
just trying
enjoy.
to go. Okay, I'm just trying to go. I will try. Are you still holding the session today?
Yeah, obviously we are
Okay,
not done yet, but I think we are
I
almost
will
done.
join back. Yeah, I will join back. I will join the session back. I'm coming. Let my session. Yeah. I'll join the
Okay.
session back. Yeah, thank you.
All right. Okay, so this should be live. Let me share this screen now. Share. Okay, can everyone see my screen now?
Yes, yes.
Okay, amazing. Okay, so these are like common myths that parents believe, which is my child is too young. Let's say they are like, you know, they believe that, oh, my child is 12 years old or 11 years old or 10 years old, so they can't learn tech. That's such a myth. They lie. Oh, I'm not techie. The parent is not techie, so I can't help them. That's a myth. It's not true. It's a big lie. They should only focus on school. That's so untrue. It would have been so perfect, or it could have been very true, let's say, in the last 20 years, but that's like millennial, or I think the millennial. But it's not true for this era right now. So firstly, is as a parent or as a guardian, you do not have to be tech savvy. You do not even need to know much about tech. Like know much, emphasis of know much about tech for you to expose your teenagers early. Oh, Madam Rukaya, are you familiar with tech? Like, what's your understanding of tech? So it doesn't feel like, okay, I'm just like speaking.
A little familiar with food. I'm even interested in it as a parent. So that's why I say we'll have more conversation after the class.
Okay,
A little
amazing. Okay, so
about the tech.
can you just share what
Having
you understand by tech in your own terms? So I also understand.
okay,
What do
like
you think
what is
tech is for you?
technology, IT technology, that's the IT technology in the aspect of graphic design, the UI UX.
Beautiful. I think that's even amazing. That's amazing because you even have some
Coding, all this stuff. I'm as a
amazing.
parent interested in it so much.
I think that's even amazing. Also, it does amazing, and I'm very glad because you also do not believe that, oh, because you're not so much into it does not mean that your teenager should not get into it. So, anyways, that's some of the myths that parents believe that, oh, I don't understand tech, so why should my teenagers go into tech themselves? So from here we can
No, no.
come to realize that the exposure is the real gift you're giving to your teenagers, ensuring that they are consistent, just the way you know just the way you make sure that they go to school, they dress up early in the morning, go to school, come back, do their assignments, have lesson teachers. That's the same energy we should be able to put into tech as well to ensure that they are ready for the future. Because if they're able to pull it off now that they are, less than 15, 16 years, that means that like is it that they have so much head start to begin their life in the future. So yeah. On to the next. Uh So practical steps, parents can actually help teenagers today is firstly encourage curiosity, let them explore, creative tools and experiment with new technologies. For example, let them start learning UI UX design, let them start learning graphics design. They could jump on Figma, try Canva, try a couple of stuff and see, oh, which one exactly interests them. Or are they interested in robotics? Or are they interested in, the YDX that's coding? So it's not necessarily the YDX. So the point is encourage their curiosity, ask them what they are interested in, and let them explore these tools, and try it out on a lot of things. That's one way. That's the first step to ensure that your teenagers can start today. Second is by turning screen time into skill time. Some of these teenagers have phones which they used to watch TikToks, even record videos with. So, or even if some of them don't even have it, they probably go to school, or they go to church and they see people using these phones basically. So we could make it like a deliberate effort to ensure that we are turning this screen time into like a skill time. So we can, as a parent, you can make sure that you're accountable to ensure that okay, they are actually actively consuming, learning tech skills and building stuff in tech. Then the third one is using free platforms. So it's very easy to learn tech right now. Very, very easy to learn tech. And why do I say that is your teenager could actually go on YouTube by under your guidance, by the way, and just check okay, introduction to UI UX design, and they will see a lot of resources that will be helpful to them. A lot of resources that will be helpful to them. They can go on Coursera website. This slide is going to be available for everyone as well. They can go on Coursera and they will see a lot of courses they can like get started with. Even graphics design that you also talk about. Same thing with Udemy. So that's the third thing. Introduce these free platforms to them. Tell them, okay, like the 1 hour, they just go on YouTube, learn the introduction to product design. Then you ask them, oh, what exactly do you learn from this? What would you like to try out? And this is something they could actually like get started with, even if they don't have a laptop right now. Do you understand? So even if they don't have a laptop, they can actually like start taking courses ahead of when they have the laptop. This will enable them to understand, okay, this is what I'm getting into, and this is what I'm interested. Oh, I would love to build this, and let's see how it goes. So they can start from using free platforms under the guidance of their parents, basically. Then the fourth one is to join a supportive community like Teen Techies for guidance and peer support. And now this is where we come in. So firstly, one of the things I struggled with earlier when I was interested in tech was the fact that I honestly did not have a mentor. So I was just, because out of curiosity, I was trying a bunch of things to see what would work for me, to see what I'll be interested in. I know I dabbled into digital marketing, affiliate marketing. I did video creation. I even did coding as well to figure out what I want, basically. And all of these things were all self-taught. And this was because I did not really know which one basically fits me. I will go on YouTube and I will learn a bunch of things that I that were not necessary. There was no roadmap, and that is what Teen Techies is solving for you, and the teenagers, to ensure that teenagers, they have mentors that are able to guide them. So by mentor, they do not have to go on YouTube and start scrambling for courses and learning a whole bunch of things and then getting confused and overwhelmed. So that is why Teen Techies Academy is here. So they get to have like a one-on-one personalization session with their mentor, and the mentor gets to recommend courses they can start taking and make sure that they grow in it. So which is why it is very important to join a supportive community. It's really amazing if you like could do the three of them, but joining a supportive community helps to make sure that your teenagers see results and do not just drop off along the way, basically. So these are like practical steps that would help you as a parent start encouraging or start ensuring that your teenagers are becoming tech inclined and are learning these skills and not just dropping off, and instead they are being accountable to it. Then lastly is Okay, so lastly is if you want your teenagers to like start their tech journey with us, so we basically built Teen Techies Academies to make. Okay, we basically using Techies Academy to make tech simple, fun, accessible for every teenagers, and we have a virtual cohort coming up in January, which I would really, really love your teenagers to be part of it. So maybe later we can have a conversation on how we could get started with this. But through our virtual cohort, your teenagers will get to learn creative tech skills, which is app and website design with Figma. I am a product designer and I am debater. So that will mean that I get to guide your teenagers personally to build these skills, which if you ask around, you realize that this is pretty much expensive, but your teenagers will be getting it at a very discounted fee. So secondly, is through our virtual cohort, your teenagers will get to learn problem solving and critical thinking because of the curriculum we've been able to create. So basically, it's not just, oh, they just come, learn, go. No, they are going, there's a curriculum, there's a curriculum that, okay, for the month of January, this is what you're learning. At the end of January, you should be able to show this is what you're able to learn in January. So there's a proper curriculum to ensure that. And along the way, we'll be working on real-time problem solving skills. So things that the world needs, like real-time problem. So it's not just going to be a mock-up, but it's going to be like a solution, a problem and a solution, kind of thing. Then lastly is through our virtual cohorts happening in January, your teenagers will get to collaborate with other teenagers worldwide. So we have a vision where we get to have teenagers build products, amazing products, iterate, carry out research, then build it basically, and that would help their collaboration skill, which is also another soft skill that a lot of companies are always looking forward to. So your teenagers get to enjoy this and a lot more. At the end of the session, they should be able to design a website and app as well. So and gain a whole bunch more. So this is just a little to what your teenagers will be benefiting. So it's going to be a beginner friendly, practical, and it's going to help your teenager build confidence right from day one. This is a promise I'm promising you, definitely. So if this is something you think you will love your teenagers to be interested in, please signify. Sorry, don't signify. We will have a discussion on it later today, a one-on-one discussion. Maybe tomorrow instead, because it's already late. So yes, that will be it from my end. Do you have any question or anything at all? Um, I think if you're saying something, you're muted, so I can't hear you. Um, so I'm guessing there's no question. So I can't wait to, interact with your team tomorrow and also have a one-on. I'll reach out to you today so we could schedule a time and have a one-on-one session if that's okay. Although I would really, really love also have it now. So um so we know that is out of the way. Madam Harriet, can you hear me?
Yes, yes, no, but not very well. So because I just attended to someone, I was with you with my AirPods, but I'm not hearing what you are saying. So now I'm going to now. I want to read up the one you sent lastly now to know what to talk about lastly. Want
Oh,
your want to start your tech journey now? Okay. Good team. Okay, okay, okay. Okay, okay. I'm with you now. I'm with you.
okay. So
Okay.
I was asking if you have any questions, anything at all you
Yes,
would like.
yes, 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 yes. Like like that you said we should try and put our children through some apps that they would start learning from there. So, and again, you said there's a class, one-on-one class that you can tutor them to know the particular thing they have to start from. I would like that aspect. So
Okay.
I want them to,
Okay.
as they are young now, because the word you use that to use their screen time for skill time, that's a particular thing I'm interested on. That's why I register for it, because they have tabs. Most of the time when you give them their tab that they should learn something that is educative, they will definitely go to what is not even valuable, like games, cartoon, all the time. So I want something that will turn their screen time to skill time, as you said. That's the particular thing I'm interested in. That's why I said, let me join this webinar. That's why I registered for it yesterday.
Sorry, I didn't get what you said.
I said, what the word you use that their screen time to turn it into their skill time. They have a tab. If you say they should use the tab for educational thing, they eventually go to something that is not making sense. So that's why I said I want to make their screen time to the skill time.
Okay, amazing. So you want me to share platforms on how that can be possible, right?
Yes, for them to start. I personally too into some apps that you mentioned, that like Figma, Canvas, and what again, but I don't really know how to use it well. So I myself need a more lecture tutorial on it, how to use it perfectly, so they too they can start using it.
Okay. So I'll just explain more on that now.
Yes.
So for them, one way they could actually like get started right now. Can you see you can see my screen, right?
Yes.
Okay, so I will share. Oh, let's go to YouTube. They have access to
Okay.
YouTube, right?
Yes, they have access to YouTube. Yes, very well. Yes, because
Yeah.
they have an internet and so on. So their tab, they have access to YouTube on their tab.
Okay, so let's do introduction. To, so I am sharing my screen now. So
Okay.
I'm typing introduction to. Let's start from UI UX design.
Okay.
Let's see for kids. Just type
Okay.
this.
All
Yeah.
right. Okay.
How old are they?
7 and 5.
They are actually very young. They are very
Okay.
young, but let's
Okay.
see. So we have a
Okay.
cohort coming up. You have a cohort coming up in virtual cohort coming up in January. That one is actually 70K, but if anyone is going to be registering now, it's going to be 50K. And it's a 3 month cohort. So they get to be with me and I teach them product design, that's UI UX design, for 3 months online. Which is going to involve at the end of the 3 months, they are going to have they would have designed a website and an app.
Okay.
So after the end of the 3 months, they also get to have a post mentorship section where they could ask me any question at all. I give them tasks, but this time around, there's no like curriculum telling them, okay, you must do this. I'm not like actively pushing them, basically. But they can ask me any question they have. I can give them tasks. I can also share internship opportunities with them and all of those. So that is going to be happening in January. So if you're interested in that, I think your 7-year-old child could actually register for that.
Okay.
Yes. But to just get started, so this is one. Do you get?
Okay, so introduction to UI UX
It's
for kids.
Hostinger's biggest ever Black Friday sale.
Yeah.
Hostinger AI website builder plans now start at
I'll
just
share this link
2,900
with you.
naira.
Yes,
I'll
I
share
can
this
see.
link with you.
Okay, yes.
Let me
yes.
share
Hi
it.
there, meet Sam. Sam is a curious college student who loves technology, but doesn't really know much about how things are designed.
So you could just give them this to now let's just assume that okay, I'm not mentoring them. They could start with this,
Okay.
then come here.
Okay.
You see this person here.
Yes. The introduction to
Simply,
UI UX design for kids. Yes. The apps.
let me show you the link. Let me show you the link here. So
Okay,
you
the
save
link you
it.
shared me earlier, I can't find it again. I've not joined the WhatsApp. I can't see it again.
Okay, you know what? I think you just
Yes.
call your number. So I'll message you directly on WhatsApp.
Okay.
Can
Do
you call
you
your
do you
number?
have my number now?
Call the number. Let me write it down.
070
Okay.
31
31
38
38
63
63
97.
97. Okay. So
Please, are you in Lagos here or what state? Which state are you?
I am in Lagos. I am in Lagos. Are you in Lagos?
Yes, I'm in Lagos too.
Which side in Lagos are you?
Agege,
Oh, I stay on the island.
Lagos
Abramade.
Island.
Yeah, Abramade Soya side.
I'm Ikeja.
No, Abramade Soya.
Abramade Soya. Is it
Yeah.
Ikoyi?
No. Yes, on the island.
On the
Trust.
island. Okay.
But I think Ikoyi is still that Lekki Aja.
Okay, Lekki Aja. Oh, okay, sorry. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay,
So
do you know this particular thing? I personally, I have interest in IT. So, you know the way IT is now that wherever you are, as a stay-at-home mom, you're able to do the work at home anywhere at your convenient time. No need, and you will take care of the family and take care of things. So I personally have been trying all this introduction to the traffic design, the AI to US. I want someone that will tutor me and I will know it, let's say from the beginning to the end. And I should have something to be using it as a job. As if I'm training, I should have something that it will be fetching money for me as a stay-at-home mom. And I can even do my business with it again. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I get. So which
Yes.
particular skill are you interested in?
Traffic design.
Graphic design.
Yes, I have Canvas app, I have Figma, I have I have a lot of them, but I'm not that let me say good about it. So I want someone that will tutor me and I'll be good about it and I'll be using it as a skill to fetch me money. As you said, those content something I don't like such a thing that you have to show your face. I want something that if you not even need to show your face and to be fetching you cool money and not yahoo of a thing. You said it earlier, not that. Something that makes sense, that will fetch you a good money, that is in the right way, that you will not do something that is against your Lord. No.
Yeah, I get you. So the
Yes.
thing is, so for us at Teen Techies, we are literally focused on teenagers. But for
Okay.
you, yeah, so which means we can't literally like tutor you basically,
Okay.
but one thing I can do is give you create a course for you and
Okay.
share. So I will probably search for YouTube graphic design with like do you get?
Please. Yes.
Yeah, so let's say you could like start learning the graphics design, and let's say in your I want to assume you're a Muslim, right? In your mosque,
Yes.
design graphics to them, they like make payment of 5,000, 10K. Do you get?
Okay. Yes.
Just but you need like at least a month to like properly learn it. The only thing is that now nobody's keeping you accountable. You're the one keeping yourself accountable.
Yes.
Yeah, so I'm not tutoring you, but I'll just give you, okay, these are the YouTube you can actually take to learn how to design in Canva. Most of
Okay.
which you also need to probably get the professional of Canva, because that's way it's way easier. But I'll figure out if there's a way I can get a YouTube video that will teach you how to learn Canva, even with the free version. Do you
Okay.
get? So the best way to learn design, I will always say it is by practicing. So the more you practice,
Yes.
the better. So that means that you will have to, like, let's say in your mocks, you tell them, oh, if let's say there's an event coming up, oh, let me help you and design this. Maybe you just pay me 2K or 5K.
Yes.
You get,
Yes.
oh, there's a naming
Yes.
ceremony. Send me the picture of
Yes.
your child. Let me do this
Okay.
for you. Do you get?
Yes. Yes.
Your child is having birthday. Oh, let me
Yes.
try this and try this. You get.
Yes. Yes.
So
Yes.
those are basically ways to learn. So that way, when you're trying to try this, you don't understand something, you go on YouTube. YouTube has a lot of knowledge and videos. You go on YouTube and you'll be like, oh, how to create birthday design on Canva. Do you
Okay.
get?
Okay.
So
Is it only canvas that someone use for graphic design?
okay, so Figma is more of
Figma.
product design and it's a bit complicated compared to
Okay.
Canva.
Canvas. Okay.
Yeah. So for Figma, basically I'm a product designer. I use Figma a lot and
Okay.
Framer. But I use it for app design, website design, but I
I'm
really
interested in that website design too. Website design also.
I think we should
Ah,
like start it like one after the other, which is like
Okay.
graphics
Okay.
design first. Then
Okay.
after
Okay.
graphic design, let's say you give yourself 3 months or 2 months
Okay.
and see how you
Okay.
do it. If you're able
Okay.
to, if you're able to navigate your way around graphics design, you'll be able to navigate your way around, product design, website design,
Okay.
and tools. So that's basically it for but just I will send you a message, just send me a reminder. Highest by tomorrow, I should be able to like come up with a list of courses you could like,
Okay. How can I get your contact also?
I'll message you. I would be the
All
one to
right.
message you.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
Now back to your teenagers.
Yes.
You could just come here. See, you can see the screen, right? Here
Yes, I can see the apps. Yes.
the road
Introduction to kids UIUS technology. I can see the app students. I can see the other side because I'm using my phone. I see a student and I see the app.
Okay, so you could just come here. I'll send this
Okay.
link to you too, but you could just
Okay.
click on Simply Learn.
Okay.
Now this is if you don't want your teenagers to enroll in like in the virtual cohort coming in January, but if you want
Okay.
them to enroll, which is going to be easier, I will be able to like provide a lot more mentorship and they'll be able to grow. And tomorrow I'll get to have more conversation with your child. This way I get
Okay.
to say what's actually very possible for them. Which is why I always introduce UI UX design because it's the best basically for now.
Okay. 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 Okay.
So let me just. So I think that's basically it. I'll send you that link for UI UX design. So
Okay.
from there, let them just take in that one. They can start from there for now.
POV, you thought writing an email to your client would take.
So yeah, then another place they could start, but they are is he a he or a she?
The both are E.
Okay, he. So
Yes.
he's 7 years
The
old.
she is just small. She's the one even crying just now.
Okay.
She just turned 2, so she's still small. But the E is
Oh,
5 and 7. So they most of their time after when they're not in school, when they're at home, they like just being on screen. So that the word you said, the screen time to skill time, that's what I'm interested in.
Okay,
That's why I
so I
said
think
let
what we
me.
can do, I would highly recommend that they join, they register for the virtual cohort. This way, we
Okay.
can have a better mentorship section with them. You get
Okay.
going to be
Okay.
accountable for all of those. So just let me know if you're interested, so you can make payments and we can like start with that. It's going to start in January, but because you indicated interest, I'll just list out. I could share a list of things they can start learning ahead of January. Do you understand?
Okay. Okay.
So please just let me know if
Okay.
this is something you're interested in. I would have suggested Coursera for them, but they are 7 years old, and Coursera is more of and is white people, so they might not understand even how the person is speaking. Do you understand? So they will not even understand how the person is speaking, which is why I highly recommend that. Oh, let's have a mentorship section with them instead. Do you get?
Yes, yes, yes.
Yeah. So that's basically it. I'll message you on WhatsApp if you're
Okay.
interested. You just make payments, and I'll take it up from there.
So all about them, my own, you said I should continue with the covers and go to YouTube to know the way out I can do my design.
Okay, I'll send you a link.
Okay.
Or
Okay.
introduction to Canva, how to design
Okay.
with Canva. Then you just
Okay.
make sure you know include, like, do what I asked you to do about reaching out to people in church, and then them, oh, do you need any design? Let me design this for you for the little amount. The major reason why you're designing it for them is just to learn. Do you get?
Yes.
So
Yes.
not be perfect in any way. In fact, it could be nonsense, to be
Okay.
honest. But the point is you're learning. Do you get? You're
Yes.
learning.
Yes.
So that, I think that's it. Then maybe I would have said, oh, maybe we could hop on a call once in a while to see what you've been able to design and if there's a way I can help you. Or I think we'll figure that out first. But let's
Okay.
just see. Let's just start with the link I sent to you. Then you go
Okay.
into them. Then from there we can go ahead with others. Is that okay?
Okay. No problem. No problem. No
Okay.
problem. It's okay.
So I'll send you a message now and we'll be good.
In WhatsApp.
Yes, on WhatsApp. I'll send you a message and add you to the group.
Okay. Okay.
All
Okay.
right.
Okay.
Thank you
I'll
so
be
much,
expecting.
Madam Lukaya, for joining. It was such
You
an
are
amazing
welcome.
session
You are
with you.
welcome.
And more importantly, I'm very glad that you also enjoyed the session. And I'm glad that it's that skills and screen time to skill time that actually got you interested also.
Yes. Yes.
So
Yes.
I'm
Yes.
really looking forward to talking with your teenager tomorrow as well.
All right. Okay. No
Have
problem.
a
Thank you.
lovely and amazing night, I guess. And
Thank you, and you
yeah.
too, and you too. I was surprised when you said you just clocked 20 and we have been doing this maybe you for 13, from 13, 14, and you made it. No, very interesting in it. Tech, the way
I'm
tech
not
is
20
going now.
years old. No, I meant I started learning when I was 20.
Okay, when you are
Yes.
okay, okay.
Yes.
You said you could
But
have started earlier before that.
exactly, that was my pain point. But I know
Oh.
someone that started as early as 13, as early as 16, and they're already doing so much. Like in school, they could literally pay for their tuition with their own money. Do you get? They could literally live comfortably
You know,
while
you,
they're
you know
earning their
this type of thing rampant in outside, not here in Nigeria, that you have to be everything you have to be from your parents, maybe up to 20 years or
enough.
above in here. But
Funny enough,
outside,
it is actually happening now, right now in Nigeria. A lot of
okay.
teenagers are doing so well. That's why they are doing so well. I can't explain it. 60 years old are building stuffs.
And not this Yahoo of 18.
And
This
it's
one
not yet,
legit.
not yet. Like they are building stuff. Don't worry. We'll have sessions regarding that. So
Okay.
you see a lot of teenagers doing amazing stuff, and they are just 16 years old. One is into robotics, the other one is into design. I wish I could just pull it up so you see it for yourself. And they are 16, 18. They are not even 14, doing great stuff. So which is why I'm really holding these sessions, basically for teenagers, because I know a lot of young people also want to learn as well.
Yes.
But
Yes.
you cannot just merge young people with teenagers. Teenagers are very curious. Teenagers, they probably learn a bit slower. They might give a lot of issues too because they don't understand a lot of things as well. So you can't just merge them with with adults as well.
Yes.
So which is why we decided to focus on teenagers alone.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So yes, thank you so much. I don't want to waste any of your time. Thank you so much
Thank
for
you.
attending the
You are
session.
welcome. You are welcome. Thank you too
All
for
right.
the time, for your time, for the explanation, everything. I'm so much appreciate. Thank
You're
you so much.
welcome. All
Thank
right.
you.
Bye.
Bye. Bye. Thank you.